What's up, y'all? It's your boy Brose, and welcome to the Brose Breakdown. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Before we start, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now, today is a special day. As you can see, I have my first guest on the podcast. Welcome to DVN DVS.
Hello, everybody.
So, DVN DVS is a local Delaware artist, but he has aspirations to grow and get bigger, and we see that for him. So, I want to name off a bit of his accolades before I get into the topic. DVN DVS has a combination of 872 subscribers on YouTube, almost 1,000, over 138 views across both channels, almost 4,000 Instagram followers, over 230,000 listeners on SoundCloud, over 1,200 monthly listeners on Spotify, and almost 1 million listens on Spotify. That is huge just for someone who's not mainstream. Yeah, so how do you feel about that when you hear stuff like everything that you accomplished?
Some of those numbers I didn't even know, so that's pretty crazy to hear that, like the YouTube subscribers and all that shit.
Yeah.
The big thing, like what you said, like someone who hasn't even really like broke the surface of anything, like to achieve that is just really like, I don't know, like, and I'm not trying to just I'm so teed or nothing. Like, it lets me know that what I'm doing is right for myself, and it's really important to me, and that is like the biggest thing.
So DVN DVS, I know him for over 10 years. Yeah, we go way back. But alright, so get to the topic which you're really here about. We're talking about how to persevere when nobody believes in you. And I feel like DVN would be a really good point in this because I was kind of firsthand witnessing certain things that were happening in his life where he faced a lot of pushback starting in his music career as an artist in Delaware. So I definitely want to talk about that, and I just want to share a little bit of my story, and then share how we both are now today and how we're moving forward and how we can just help you guys in situations similar to us. Can you think of a time when no one believed in you being a creative in Delaware?
Yeah, so mostly I would say most of that comes from first couple songs that I was on came out. Essentially all of this happened off of me just joking around with somebody that I knew made music in high school. But I just asked them, I was like, you want to get in the studio? We made a song, and since people knew who we were, I'm not gonna say we were popular, but we knew a lot of people, so it was just it was just easy to push it out to people and get people to fuck with it just because of who we were, and it got a lot of good traction, and but it was met with a lot of bad shit too. In the beginning, it was just a lot of people just coming at it, and it's it's my first song, so it's it's not a fucking Grammy winning song.
Yeah, how old were you, by the way, if you want to tell the viewers?
That was junior year, so yeah, 16 or 17. But yeah, I was getting a lot of shit from people back then. But then at the same time, it was the numbers kept rising on the song, so it was we're doing something right. But it just really that was the highlight of the negative shit when I was first starting out. And I feel a lot of people go through that to where it's because you're still finding out what you want to do, how you want to sound, all that. And then niggas just like to hate. In high school, it's fucking high school. A lot of niggas just like to do weird shit.
So how would you say now you're persevering? Because as an adult, you kind of go through different challenges, whether it's mental, whether it's trying to figure out who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. How would you say you're persevering as being a young adult compared to being a teenager?
So I would say now, I just don't give a fuck. I feel going through that time, that's when you're going through puberty, blah, blah, and all that shit. So it's a lot of shit is up here. And I mean, a lot of shit is still up here, but it's just I just don't give a fuck. I know it's all subjective. I have friends that don't really listen to my music or don't like it, and it's that's cool. At the same time, me and certain friends, we don't even vibe the same when it comes to what we like musically, so it makes sense. Yeah. There's no ill will to it because there's a lot of shit I don't like, so it's it's fine. But I just had to really just just tell myself it's somebody likes it at the end of the day, so that's really what matters.
So I have another question when you brought up the friends in terms of liking your music. How do you feel about that when you hear that some of your friends don't like your music?
Well, I cared before. I definitely cared before, but that was more of a mindset. I had that mindset back then. It was if you're my friend, you gotta fuck with me. Mm-hmm. And that's not realistic. It's really just not realistic. And I don't take that shit to heart anymore. What I do take to heart is support. I take support to heart. Because it's you don't have to fuck with it, but at least, come to a show, at least repost the fucking picture or something. It's that is what gets to me. But it's if you gonna post a nigga you don't even know, why can't you post your friend? That's my whole thing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love, nigga. That's what like it really.
Yeah, honestly, no, I really can't. Like that's real talk. So also, let's talk about the positive though. Like when you're feeling down and you do get those messages of support, and like, would you say that's kind of helps you persevere and stuff like that and move forward?
For sure, cause like I mean, I went through like a long time where I wasn't dropping music like the past couple years, to where it's like I haven't been as active as I wanted to be. A lot of the times, there's just somebody just like, yo, like I like your music, like when are you coming out with new stuff, blah blah. And the people won't even be in Delaware. Like it'll be somebody in like fucking South America. Like I got like somebody from Australia hit me up like a few months ago, just shouts from Australia and shit. And I'm just like, yo, how the fuck do you even find this music? And I really had to ask them sometimes, like, how did you find this? And they'll just be like, I was just scrolling or whatever. Like it just played on Spotify, and it's just like, that's so crazy. I take that to heart, obviously, because it's like, you know, it's good for me. But I don't let it get to my head though. I definitely don't let it get to my head. I will never let shit like that get to my head until I'm a millionaire, and then I'll probably let it get all the like the other side of things, like. It's really more so the support aspect of it, not the fact that you genuinely do like it, because you don't have to. Like, it's fucking.
So, I have a question. I think you kind of answered this, but I still want to, like, get a direct answer. Do you still feel any after effects from your music career in terms of, like, support? Do you still think about certain things? Does anything still bother you?
I think since I'm such a different person than I was then, I've definitely moved on from a lot of that stuff. But, like, I still, like, in my brain, like, I remember, like, certain people that were negative about it, and I'm not gonna say nobody's name. I'm not gonna say anybody's name,
but we know who.
But like, nah, though, it's whatever. And then it's crazy because some of the people that were negative, like, are positive about it now and overly positive about it now. It's just like,
oh wow,
interesting.
Maybe they fuck with it.
It's just like, it's good. But I'm just like,
So, just on this topic alone, like, you can see in his story how. You know, how he changed and how he just grew from what has happened to where he is now. It kind of is a symbolism in a way for y'all to know, like, you know, at first you're gonna experience things and you're gonna face things, but it's gonna get better for you most likely if you just stay on path and stay steadfast. So, some things I wrote down to give someone to persevere, and I want you to, like, you know, comment on it and talk about what you did to do these things so you can give the people a real life example. So develop a plan. So create a structure to plan to reach your goals and break it down into smaller manageable goals. So what did you do to persevere and like develop a plan? Like
it's funny, I would remember when I was just saying before we came down here, I'm like overwhelmed by shit, but I need to like narrow it down to a path, and that is a huge fucking thing, because like you can be overwhelmed by a lot of shit and just it could be a bunch going in your head. But if you just really just focus on like the one thing you want to do, even if it's just like, today I want to make a vlog. I mean, starting out, I was just doing shit, to be honest. Like, I didn't really like have like we should boom 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 before we get to here. I was just really doing shit. And but like to the point to when like I started building a little bit of traction and stuff, my plan basically was like, I'm gonna get this money together. I'm gonna get some people that like I can pay to like kind of dish stuff out. And marketing really was my plan, like when it came to like that type of stuff. And
which he has a degree in.
Yeah. But that takes a little bit of like figuring out what you want to do to think, oh yeah, like I want to put money into this, blah blah. But like even simplistic, like a simplistic goal or just like pipeline is really key to like if you need a goal to get to your real goal. I mean, just like honestly, like it's really baby steps to it.
Like, yeah, and talk about what you're doing now in terms of it, because you're still going through it.
Yeah. You're always going through it.
Yeah.
But like now, I would say my plan is, and it's very loose, because like I have a lot of music that I want to put out. I'm whittling down like what I want to do. I do want to put like a couple singles out here. I do want to put a project out for the end of the year. Let's look at it like an oven, okay? We got this burner right here. Okay. These are the 2 back burners. That's what we got right here. Then we got the front burners. And the back burners, I'm slow cooking it. I'm cooking that real slow.
Yeah.
So right now, the project is right on the back burner. It's basically done. I just need visuals, blah blah, and all that shit. But right now, there's some singles that I want to drop just to like get myself back in the But right now, I got a couple songs that like, all right, I wanna get some visuals done before I put it out, and so that when I put it out, I'll have a bunch of means to like let people know like it's out. Because that I would say that like not having a goal has been a problem myself, because it's like I used to just here have this, but then like after that, I would talk about it for like 1 or 2 weeks, and then after that, it's like, okay. Like, it's kind of just like forgotten and I just really don't want to do that anymore, because like, you gotta have longevity and stuff. And music is such a long, like, a thing that has longevity. I was gonna say longevic.
That would have been crazy.
But yeah, just like, I just want to make sure that like what I'm doing, like, lives past my goals point, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be like, well, after I've completed that goal, like, I want to still reap the benefits of that, if that makes sense.
So my next step, I would say, is visualizing your success. Regularly imagine yourself achieving those goals. Visualization kind of helps enhance your motivation and reinforces like your commitment to getting that done. So what would you say you have done previously to visualize the success that you have, and then visualizing it in the future? What do you foresee in the future as well?
In the past, I felt a lot less confident. Now I'm at the point to where it's like, I know for a fact, I know what I can do, people know what I can do, and I know that if it was given to like a broader scale of people, I just know that it would like hit in the way that I would want it to hit. I just kind of live in that mindset. Like any day now, I could really just, my life could change. And I mean, I feel like a lot of people live that way, but like when you're not fully confident about it, it feels more like a pipe dream than something that can really happen. So I feel like back then I had the mindset that I have now, but I wasn't confident about it. I feel like you should really focus on visualizing yourself as you want to be, because it gives you a good idea of like, is this somebody I want to become? Like, can I handle this? I've always been able to imagine myself as like an artist and as somebody who like really wants to do this in my life. So I feel like that has helped me like keep doing it and like even want to do it. It's just like the fact that I really do genuinely see this for myself, like whether it's like the next year, whether it's the next 6 years, whether it's the next 5 years, like before I die, I am going to like, I know for a fact I'm going to be somebody that people know when it comes to music. But it's like, if at one point I had 16,000 Spotify like monthly listeners, like I can do that double. Like I can really double that. If I did it once, I can do it again and then do it even better.
Absolutely.
So somebody is going to see you at the point that you feel your lowest and think that you're at your highest. And that is very important, because like nobody knows what's going on here. So it's like, you know.
So the next step was learning, adapting, and focusing on your progress. So like staying open to like learning new things, different approaches, and being flexible, but also comparing where you started to where you are now and what you are doing, and just recognizing and appreciating your personal growth. So is it easier for you to just now or adapt now versus then? Or like, what would you say?
Yeah, like I was saying, I just don't give a fuck these days. So like, I feel like it's a lot easier to learn and change up like how you're doing if you like just don't set expectations, I guess is what I kind of want to say. Like, because before, I've been given the privilege of flexibility when it comes to music and stuff. Like, I really don't have to pay for studio time like other people do. I don't really have to pay for beats like other people do and stuff like that, which is a blessing. Shout out to y'all niggas that love me. So it's like I have the opportunity to be more flexible, whereas so like it was before, like, oh, like if I have a certain booked session, like I have to do this in a certain time, and like I can't be flexible about it. Like now, I just really be trying. Like I just try stuff, see if it works. Like even if in the end, like I might embarrass myself for 5 minutes, I just fuck it. Because if I can get something good out of something from just like taking that risk, is really like my biggest thing. One thing I think I've learned for sure is to just like, I would say, don't look back as much. Like when you're looking back, do it in a way that's like constructive to you. Because like for example, I have this project out that came out after I guess my most popular full-length project, and I hate it. I don't fuck with it anymore. Like I really don't. Like even the person who produced it, like Swaggy, does not fuck with it. Like we both just don't fuck with it. Super 8.
Oh, Super 8. You don't like that?
Don't fuck with it. But it's like, and I was gonna delete it, but I was like, it's growth. Like it's growth. So it's like, you know, and that's what I mean. Like looking back, I'm like, ugh. Like I cringe a little bit. But
that was after Press Start 2?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, because Press Start 2's quality and all that was just, because like I was in a professional studio at that time, and then when I did the other one, it was just making it out of our dorm. So it's like there's part of that, and then like that was back at a time where like Zach was good back then, but now he's just so much better than he was back then. Yeah. So it's like I was a lot less good than I am now when it comes to this like using my voice and shit. So it's like it was like a learning curve, but like like if you're gonna look back, do it constructively. Like I look back on it, I'm like, I just know like I'm so much better than that. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like a motivation. It's like, you know, you drop that So now you really gotta just step it up. And everything that I've dropped since then, I feel like has really been quality and just like good.
So last one is just practicing patience and understand that achievements often take time. So how are you like practicing patience? And did you ever do it before? Like how was it before and how is it now?
So time is a really good thing. That doesn't mean to just sit on your ass and what I was pulling up actually. What I was pulling up was right now in my unreleased vault. I have 124 songs right here that are just like they're just fucking sitting, and this is from like they start at like 2019, so it's like I know something about patience. I know a lot about patience. So like I'm trying to make it less about the right time, because it's never going to be a right time.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to focus it more on like when I feel like is the best time for me to want to put it out to the world. But yeah, also though, I'm a very patient person, and I've been like, it's gonna come. Like that doesn't mean just sit and not do anything to like not speed up the process of like you achieving your goals and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta sit and just not fucking do something. Creative people sometimes really have to just not be creative for a time to really get back in that mode of like, okay, like I want to make something, I want to create. Even me, like I'll go through like months without going to the studio, without writing and blah blah. And it's just like once I come back, I have like a lot more experiences to like gather up and talk about.
Yeah. So, can you think of any celebrity or like content creator examples that you have seen and you know how they persevered and kind of applied to yourself, or you admired, or have you even seen any that you would say?
Okay, Isis Gaston, Ice Spice.
Oh wow!
So when she was coming up, niggas didn't like her. Like it was more so it was like, I'm not gonna say we as in me. I'm just gonna say we as in everybody else, because I always fuck with her. Yeah. But she basically turned herself from a meme to like the people's princess. Like she lived like, I don't know if like you.
She manifested that.
She really did, because like it was so many people just like, what was it? Munch was the first thing, and yeah, it was catchy or whatever. But like initially saw a lot of backlash about it. Like it was like, oh, what's going on, blah blah. But then, like, she just turned that narrative around, like, 100% for herself, and now everybody fucking loves her. And still, there are other people.
Get backlash, but
it was very interesting to see how she changed the narrative of everybody. And newer artist, I don't think you would know him. His name is Netspin, and I don't even listen to his music, and I'm just not hip with his stuff. Not saying I don't like him or anything, but I'm just not hip to like his artistry.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, like what I've seen about him is a lot of people didn't fuck with him at first, but he kind of spun it to where it's like now people like him a lot. Doing like marketing communications, just seeing in real time the way you can like change somebody's mind about something that they maybe not before really fuck with is just a real, like it's a skill. Like it really is a skill. And that's one thing I can really like. I'll look at that and I really admire that, because I'm like, wow, like you really beat the fucking odds. It's really how I look at it.
Yeah, you got to.
Besides that though, I look at the people being themselves, and that's what I really fuck with heavy, because I've always just like stressed being myself when it comes to my artistry and stuff. There's this white rapper that came out not so long ago. His name's Ian. He had like songs blowing up on TikTok. You might have heard the song, but basically his personality is basically just like a white guy you'd meet in like one of your like core fucking college classes, like just somebody.
Oh, that's his rap persona.
Well, that's just like him. Like that's just him.
Oh, that's who.
Like his rap persona is just like a whole different. Like it's like you would think he was a nigga from Atlanta the way he be rapping and shit like that. And okay, that's another conversation. That's another conversation. But the main point of what I mean is like he hasn't changed up his persona of him just being just a regular guy, and that is the type of shit that I really like can appreciate and really fuck with. It's one thing to make the music, but then to like I guess I'll use like 6ix9ine as an example, to like yeah, he was making hard music, but like as like the world saw, like he wasn't as hard as a person as he thought he was. And that's the shit that's just like I even take inspiration from something like that, a story like that.
Anybody
it's just like
come up.
Yes, because it's just like being able to watch how not to do it, and how like you can do it and stuff like that is just really inspiring to me. And just like being yourself is very inspirational to me, because it's just like, why are you switching up for niggas? The way fans are, they don't give a fuck, so they're gonna follow how for the most part, like if they like you for what you do, they're gonna like you too. Stop trying to impress niggas that you don't give a fuck about is really like, you know,
the overall arching goal. Yeah. Just a segue into the last part is the theory of the day. So I want to talk about transportation theory. Describes the tendency of a narrative of like anybody to travel or be mentally drawn into a reality described and a narrative, as well as the outcome associated with an experience of the narrator. Right. So you're narrating your own life, or you're narrating your future. So you kind of are basically talking about how you visualize your success. You're transporting yourself mentally into that space just to take away, immerse yourself into a space to persevere and to overcome outcomes. By listening to Devon's story, he has immersed himself into wanting more for himself and continue to keep going despite any like outside things and just despite what he's going through now.
Like you were saying, like you have to immerse yourself in like just in the life that you want to live, even if it's baby steps in immersing yourself. So I would say I'm trying to immerse myself more in the I am a creative and I have these thoughts and I have this vision for stuff, and I feel like it's basically just been building up over the years. And like I said, like part of it is just me being more confident with myself. Part of it is me like getting better at what it is I'm doing. Yeah. And a huge part of it is like the reception I get. Like it's like even good or bad reception. It's just like the fact that like I'm coming up in a conversation is enough for me. That's just like, you know, somebody cares enough to either talk about how they don't fuck with it or they do. That's my transportation theory. Yeah, that's my transportation.
You're immersing yourself into that in that lifestyle. But yes, thank you guys for watching. That was a great conversation with DVN DVS. I would definitely tag his music and links to his social medias below. Any last words you want to say or shout outs you want to give DVN DVS, or any advice you want to say to the audience or anybody?
First, I want to say thank you for having me. I really do appreciate that. I'm a fucking yapper. I love to talk, so this is a great thing. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who has like helped me get to the point that I am, even if it's just like little shit, you know, cause like he's seen me through literally everything that I've talked to you about today, and he might not have been like, oh, you should write this or you should do this, but it's like the fact that you've been here with me this whole time is like part of the story. So it's like, you know. But I just really appreciate everybody who's like stuck with me this far, and like even whoever's looking at this right now. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And just shout out to everybody who's just really like had my back even when I didn't have my own back. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going, and who knows what's gonna happen in the future, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a fucking good time.
Definitely. By the way, if I was looking down, that means I have notes in my phone. So for anybody in the comments, like, why do you keep looking down? I had notes in my phone. This is kind of a full circle moment too, because back in high school, and I still have recordings of it. I used to interview him about being a future artist. So for us to do this like now in real time and me actually going to post this is kind of like it feels kind of good.
Still have it?
I still have all of them.
Listen to them. One day we gotta sit and listen.
Yeah, we gotta sit and listen to them. I still have. Listen, I keep evolve. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys again like, comment, subscribe, and share. We have more episodes below, and let me know what you think of this one. See you on my next one. Peace.